Hey, what's up, Dennis? This is a quick demo video for you for your Roman props, Luke. So this is the last saber I had of yours. Got this all wrapped up. Got your Graflex wrapped up earlier today. So I should be able to get these out in the mail to you tomorrow, but wanted to go over this build with you in particular. So this is installed with the Proffie 2.2 latest firmware. I did update your Graflex with all the sound fonts that you sent me, and then I went ahead and I put that same config on this guy too. So this has all the sound fonts that you sent me as well. So this is a 2-button setup. So your switches are underneath this clamp card. I had to take the clamp card and shave it way down, and I had to take about half of the width or half the thickness off this card. And then I had to shave down the sides of the card even thinner. You probably won't be able to see that on camera, or maybe you can. But the part of the card that rests in these two grooves right here, I had to shave down even thinner so that I could get some play for the buttons, right? Or the switches. So activation is back here, and then your auxiliary is up here. And then you've got stock neopixels in here. You do have a small PCB holder, as small as I could get in there, and still give you blade depth. And then you can see your blade retention screw up top right there. To get to everything, what you want to do is you want to just unscrew this back half, just like this. So we'll take this guy off. This is a static battery with a recharge port. What I've got here that you can't see is your battery is up here. Right here is your speaker, and your speaker is actually facing this slit, and then these two holes right here. That's where all your sound venting is coming from. And then your Proffie board's right here. You can pop up your Proffie board and do anything you want, and then press it back down into the shelf. You can do all that from right here. You don't need to mess with this assembly. So the switches for the wires or the wires for the switches are running up underneath this guy, up on top of your speaker, and right here to the switches anyway. So you don't want to move this. But you can do everything here. And then here is your recharge port, standard recharge port with your kill key. Now if we pull that, and we'll screw this on. So we got your chunk over here, your switch up there. We'll do that one more time. So back button here is activation. Smooth swing, flash on flash, auxiliary. And then you could just hold down the activation to turn it off if you wanted to. Or you could swing this guy on like this. And then twist off. Just like that. So I've got a 1-inch test blade, but it is kind of loose in here. This takes an exact 1-inch diameter blade. My test blade has been sanded down quite a bit, so it is a little loose. I'm gonna try to lock this guy down. We're not gonna move it around too much while I'm doing the demo. I just want you to see that these neo pins actually work, right? There's your blade right there. Auxiliary, hold it down for blade lockup, twist it off, and then we'll hit our auxiliary to change sound fonts when the blade is off. Here's your piece of junk. This one kind of has a little bit long of a start. There you go. These tactiles, you're going to find this activation tactile is pretty tight. It'll work. You just have to press down a little firm on it. This entire clamp assembly here is here.
Welcome, young Skywalker. I have been expecting
this entire clamp section right here is a very tight fit. So I also took a little bit of width off this card so that we could get some play in it, but it's still incredibly tight, you know. So when you're pressing it, you know, you're pressing it about right here. I personally like the gesture controls better. And then we can go over to the next one. I think you had about 7 sound fonts you had me put on this guy.
Like my father before me.
So that's the functionality of your saber. We'll go ahead and take the blade out. This one's pretty straightforward, no removable battery. Can't really do a removable battery on this type of guy. This thing only opens from back here, right? So let's take this off right here and put your kill key back in. So yeah, this one, you know, takes a static battery, but you have a 1320 milliamp or 3120 milliamp keep power up here that I wired in to run this guy. And it's a fully charged battery, so when you get it, you shouldn't have to charge it for a little while. But anyways, that's the functionality of your saber. If you got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll get both of these sabers out to you in the mail tomorrow. Thanks.